First ball underway. Right arm fast bowler from over the wicket. Umpire signals power play 1, a chance for quick runs. Attempts a powerful slog, but gets a bottom edge. Straight to the fielder. Goes for the cut. That's 4, off the mark in style. It's played gently by the batsman. Expensive over so far. Hits the bottom of the bat. Batsman is taking time to adjust to the conditions. Batsman needs some more practice to perform better. Tidy over from the bowler. Batsman absolutely trashed the ball. Off the mark with a single. It's hit with tremendous power. Batsman will get a boundary. Magnificent strike. 6 runs coming off it already. This is going to be a big one. Unique push by the batsman. That's a superb off-cutter. Fielder stops this. And he's absolutely smashed that one. Ball runs away for 4. There's a field change. Fielders being moved around. No runs added to the tally. That over has been taken for plenty. Great one for the batsman. Goes for a mighty heave, but it's a bottom edge. Can't get it past the fielder. Terrific strike from the batsman. That's a boundary. And again, the same result. Batsman has forced a change in the field. Batsman slashed that ball. There's a stunning leg cutter. Need to gear up in the power play as wickets are in hand. He's deftly cut it, guiding the ball through the offside. Batsman is trying to getting into the flow. Fielding team just let off some pressure in that over. Batsman gently taps the ball. That's a single. Muffled. There was a misfield. He's given that absolutely everything. 1 run added to the scoreboard. End of the over. It had something for both the sides. Right arm fast bowler from over the wicket. Batsman pushes it gently, perfectly behind the ball. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change. Just a soft touch right out of the middle of the bat. The result is a single. Has been an expensive over, easing off the pressure on the batsman. Struck the top part of the bat, nowhere near the sweet spot. 1 run added to the score. That's a lightning knock. That was close to the bowler. That's 30-run milestone for the batsman. Time to raise the bat. Fielding has been updated. That's a tremendous strike. The ball flew off the bat. Batsman gets some much-needed momentum in that over. Right arm medium fast from over the wicket. Unleashes a hefty swing, but gets a bottom edge. That's a superb outswinger. Batsman smashed that ball. 1 run added to the tally. Three runs in the over so far. What a shot. Has really connected that one. Run rate at this moment is roughly 7. Right footwork is the key here. That's well struck. It's gone for 4. Good over for both the sides. Power play 2 can have 4 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. An absolute peach of an off-cutter. Batsman thrashed the ball hard. Really hit that hard. That will be a boundary. Up in the air. Batsman gets a single. The ball is high up in the air. It's anyone's call. Straight to long on. Batsman's score with this bat is 36. Turned out to be an eventful over. Inside edge, the bails stay put. Edge and it's flown away. 4 runs. That's right out of the middle of the bat. Batsman pockets a single. Batsman whips it powerfully. It's gone through the field. The batsman has neatly cut it, steering the ball to the offside. Comes off the bottom of the bat. Batsman absolutely trashed the ball. Misfielder cover. 2 runs added to the score, keeps the scoreboard ticking. The bowler has just produced a good off-cutter. Timing could have been better. 1 run available there. He's lofted it, the ball is sky high. Batsman collects a single. Turns it down the leg side. Excellent over so far. Batsman continues to be put under pressure. Batsman relieved. Wicket missed by inches. It's hit with tremendous power. Looked like a catch for a moment. Misfield by the fielder at cover point. Added 2 to the tally. This has gone up. That's a 4. Fielding team just let off some pressure in that over. That's a magnificent strike. Batsman living dangerously. That's almost carried to the bowler. That's 2 important runs added to the total. In the air. 30-run milestone has been reached. Time to raise the bat. Just gets back on ball. Timing could be better. Might just be letting off some pressure on the batsman in this over. Goes for a big hit, but it's the bottom edge. Fielder does well, and no runs added to the total. And he's absolutely smashed that one. That's a proper off-cutter. Unleashes a hefty swing, but gets a bottom edge. Batsman gets some much-needed momentum in that over. Left arm medium fast from over the wickets. Gets that away. Time for the batsman to increase the run rate without losing wickets. Batsman absolutely trashed the ball. That's gone miles. Swings hard and gets an inside edge. A fielder is present there. Batsman needs to push the run rate up, but not at the cost of wickets. That's a stunning shot. That's into the stands. Quite a few runs in that over. Much needed for the batsman. That's a killer out-swinging Yorker. Batsman gets the connection. That will be 4. Bats in the air. Almost a catch for the fielder. Another boundary for the batsman. Changes to the fielding now, trying to contain the run flow. Batsman should increase the run rate without losing more wickets. Terrific strike from the batsman. Batsman needs to adjust his foot based on the length of the ball. He's lofted that one high into the air. Keeper takes a neat catch. Batsman loses the bat after a score of 22. Batsman gets the contact. Gets off the mark with a couple. Ball kisses the edge of the bat. 3 runs in the over so far. That goes all the way for 4. That's hit high on the bat. That's a single. Batsman slashed that ball. Just falls short of the bowler. A close call. Gets it away for 4. A lot of things have happened in that over. Swings hard, but gets a bottom edge. Batsman is just toying with the field now. It's muscled. That brings up the half-century. Well done. Fielding changes are done. He's given that absolutely everything. That's 3 and 3. Tries to smash it, but it's a bottom edge. Boundaries begin to flow now. Interesting field change here. They're trying to plug those gaps. Hits the toe end of the bat. Finds the fielder on this occasion. Attempts a powerful slog, but gets a bottom edge. Batsman gets some much-needed momentum in that over. All right, power play 3. Fielding side can have 5 fielders outside the circle. That's a lightning net. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change. That's a tremendous strike. The ball flew off the bat. That's gone for 4 as well. Changes are done to the fielding. Big heave. The ball is soaring in the air. Batsman is just toying with the field now. Batsman smashed that ball. Batsman will get a boundary. Deep backward square leg is brought to deep forward square leg. What a shot. Has really connected that one. Consecutive 4s for the batsman. It's gone up. Quite a few runs in that over. Much needed for the batsman. Carries to the keeper. This bat's contribution is 85. Batsman gets a new bat. That's well struck. That's a boundary and the batsman is off the mark. The batsman has neatly placed it behind square. Tight over from the bowler so far, maintaining the pressure. The batsman has skillfully guided the ball to the offside. Ball runs away for 4. That's gone in the air. That will be another boundary. There's a field change. Fielders being moved around. Smashes it. Hat-trick of boundaries. That was an eventful over. Good entertainment for the crowd. Batsman thrashed the ball hard. 1 run added to the scoreboard. Batsman finds the contact. Really hit that hard. That's a boundary. It's up in the air. That was hit too close to the fielder. A narrow escape indeed. Batsman has forced a change in the field. That's right out of the middle of the bat. Make it 3. It's hit with tremendous power. That's gone all the way for 6. Fielding team just let off some pressure in that over. Batsman gets the bat on ball. That's a brilliant outswinger. The ball is high up in the air. It's anyone's call. Just clears the boundary. Batsman whips it powerfully. First milestone for the batsman. Total score is 30. Time to raise the bat. Fielding has been updated. He's lofted it. The ball is sky high. Good take from the fielder. Batsman's streak with the bat comes to an end after a score of 32. Batsman absolutely trashed the ball. That's not too far from the bowler. Single and batsman is off the mark. The ball has hit the handle. Could not judge the length properly there. The result is a single. This has gone up. 30 runs and counting. Batsman should look to keep up the good work. It's hit with tremendous power. That's a classical in-swinger. Up in the air. One run added to the score. Hits the bottom of the bat. We are into the final over. It's a magnificent strike. Almost a catch for the bowler. Batsman gets a couple. That's in the air. Taken at cover. The bowler bowls a deadly outswinger. Gentle knock by the batsman. A single to get off the mark. In the air. Batsman finds the boundary. Goes for a delicate push, but it's a bottom edge. Batsman was middling the ball for most part of the innings. Great bowling. Batsman just can't find a way to get some momentum.